Hey, we are live and direct. Welcome, everybody. This is day 4, and this is my Can We Sell This 5 Short Day Challenge. Let me know in the comments if you can see, if you can hear, if everything's working. Let us know where you're logged in from, and let us know where you're up to, because I've had lots of messages today, people asking questions, but also people making progress and customizing their funnels and actually taking action. And this is really exciting. So let me know where you're up to. Seeing here says Pam. Kim is here as well. You guys are amazing. June is in the place. Roxanne is here. Oh man, this chat room's filling up nicely. This is going to be awesome. Chico, good to see you, buddy. As always, so fun to be doing this homework, says Palmer. Thank you so much. And so fun to have you guys here. Day 4, we are moving. It's 5 short days, but we do have the bonus day coming up at the end of the week as well. Slight rearrangements, a few things I've chopped and changed. There's a few adjustments that I've made to the scheduling as well. I'll explain all of that as we move. But whether you're watching live or on the replay, I appreciate you and can't thank you enough. I've had some really nice videos and testimonials and screen shares and a big bunch of cool stuff. The members area is updated as well, so that any of the replays and things, if you're VIP, that's all in there. If you're not VIP, these replays will stay up at least for the end of the week in the group, so you've got one last chance to go in there and watch. After that, everything will be in that members area, and then we're going to reset and come again. And I'll talk to you a little bit more about that as we move. So today, this is going to be awesome. This is traffic. One of those things that we say things like, hey, just run traffic. Who's ever heard the thing, just run traffic to your funnel or your website, but they haven't actually got an idea of how to run traffic? What does that even mean, right? Is it like weird that some marketing guy will stand up in front of you and say, what does that even mean? Because there's this myth, I think, associated with running traffic. It's kind of like give value. Just give value. You'll be fine if you give value. Just run traffic. You'll be fine if you run traffic. Hey, Alyssa, how you doing? Who's heard that and thought, sounds good, but I've absolutely no idea what to do or where to start or where this traffic comes from, right? Let me know in the comments. We've got some comments coming through. It's a weird one because it's kind of like you're expected to know this, right? Do you ever feel like you're expected to just know how to do the bits that are probably the most significant, but all of the like easy stuff is like over and over and over and over? You're going to get that in some webinar, you're going to get that in some training. But hey, run traffic, you'll be fine. That always seems to come right at the end, and it's always the bit that's washed over. Caroline's like, yes, it makes sense, right? Let us know your stories, your traffic horror stories. There's like, is this a barrier? You know, lots of people have messaged me today saying, I can't wait to see the traffic segment because I just don't have a clue. Is that you? Or are you advanced? Are you running traffic? Let me know what that means to you and whether you've got a clue or, you know, you just none the wiser when it comes to it. I want to show you a simple approach to using your fishbowl, your lead generation funnel, and using basic Facebook ads just to start generating some leads. Cliff's a great education. Thanks so much. Hi, is Poppy. That's hi. So this thing about running traffic, I really want to give you a place to start with confidence and certainty, right? Because when you go out there and you just throw an ad out, how many of you are inclined to turn it off within like the week or 3 days or 2 days? You're just like, oh, I can't cope with this, and turn it off. Does anybody get caught in that? Like, this is too expensive. I've not had any customers. It's running away with itself. and you just want to kill this thing, and then you sit back and you think you failed. Does anybody get like that? Like, Pam like appreciates this, right? Whether you're live or on the replay, I really want to try and put some of these myths to bed, but I actually want to go in and create an ad in Facebook in real time, and then you guys can watch this again if you get the replay in the group or in the VIP members area. I'll try and post some other videos to support this as well. And as we move through to Saturday on the bonus day, I will also show you how to do the Facebook pixel in detail. That's something that trips people up. Mohammed, appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for joining in this session. So this is all about traffic and how to just run a simple Facebook ad so you can drive traffic to your fishbowl funnel. But this will also work for other things. But why do you think the fishbowl funnel works so well? Just have a think about that as we move into these slides, right? So I'm going to do a demo. I'm going to share my screen, and I've moved a few things around so I can make sure I cover this, right? So just remember, turn off distractions, take lots of notes, respect others, no recording or downloading, and the VIPs will get the recordings in the members area. Everyone else, I'm going to take this down after we finish on Saturday, and it will be gone unless you're in that members area, right? Make sense? Right. Before I get into this traffic thing, just let me know that you're a serious student, that you're taking this serious, right? Because what I'm teaching you is responsible not just for my e-com success, but I've used this in lots and lots and lots of different things. And I've also used this for countless other businesses and clients, and other people have gone out there and had success. We're running these things currently right now. So if you're serious about this, I want to see some noise. I want to see like hashtag serious student, right? It's like hashtag serious student, not the cars. Hashtag serious student, or yes, I'm serious, or just reaffirm. You know, we had Rex Sykes here on day one talking about that mindset and unlocking that energy inside of yourself. It's like it's time to kind of make that commitment that you're taking this stuff seriously, right? So if you run an ad, don't turn it off immediately. It's got to kind of be given enough time to get some traction going, right? But equally, you don't want to be spending, $10 per lead, especially if you're doing a giveaway, right? So we want to try and get the cost per lead as low as possible and the most amount of leads for our money. It's the emails and what you do in the group that brings the sales in, right? If you do put your fish pin together like we showed you yesterday, and that kind of goes in the middle, then you can get sales, you can get people signing up to your membership. I also have some cool stuff I want to share with you towards the end, some other ways you can incentivize this. But just let me know in the comments. There's loads of people logged on right now, and I can only see a couple of comments. So make sure you hashtag, let me know down below, serious student, or yes, you're serious, you're taking this seriously, and then we can move on. So Pam's serious, super serious, right? Let me know in the comments and we can move forward with these slides. I need to see these comments jumping. I need to see this moving. There's more people on than just Pam, and I want to hear from you. I want to know that you're serious. Roxanne's serious. We've got to be serious in this. Roberta's serious. You've got to take it serious, and then things will happen, right? This is like Caroline's serious, Kim's serious, Jeff, yes, right. We're working. We're on it, right? So look, this is work for sports and hobbies and recreational facilities, insurance. It's work for books, funnel builders, food establishments, online platforms, sellers, eBay, Amazon, all of that stuff that Roberta talked about yesterday. Authors, coaches, charities, weird niches, jewelry, high-risk businesses like betting and gambling that's not allowed to be advertised. How does that work? Right? Because you don't say, hey, win these free bets. You say, hey, win this football shirt. Everyone who likes football wants to win a football shirt, right? They all sign up. And in the emails and in the back end, you're like, hey, would you like to play these games? These like 18 plus gambling games like roulette and things. So wherever you are, whatever business you're in, this will probably work if it's business to consumer, right? June's serious. Everyone's like super serious, right? Seriously serious. Jeff is like super seriously serious. I'm going to seriously serious. Anyway, we'll keep moving, right? So this has worked for lots and lots of people. We've used this for commercial lettings. We've used this for all sorts of crazy stuff, right? And you guys are serious, so I want you to take this seriously, take notes, and let's move, right? So who has already actually started their journey? They've downloaded the funnels, they've dropped them into their account, they're making progress. If you can say seriously serious a few times, might invite you on the live on Saturday just to try and do that. Who's already making progress, already getting some benefit from this? They've already seen some super seriously serious stuff coming out of this. I won't go into that anymore, but let me know if you're making progress, if we've sparked some inspiration, you've got some ideas, you're doing stuff, right? You're doing serious stuff. You've noticed my logo, right? And let me know if this is working properly. It's not cutting out or anything like that. Don's super serious, right? He's had like 300 leads from this same process. You notice my logo, the signature, it says click with purpose, right? What that means is when you come to your computer in the morning, that you don't just go and click stuff. And when somebody says, hey, what are you doing? And you're like, well, I don't know, I'm working on stuff. It's like, what exactly are you working on? Right? Like Don's completed another vid. He's completed another video. He's clicking with purpose, right? You're not just going on there like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing stuff, right? And you can fall into that trap. Don's sending out another email. This is purposeful clicking. Click with purpose, right? Always remember that. It's Kim's hit the nail on the head, right? It's like intentional, and you've got to be intentional when it comes to your marketing, your promotion, your funnels, your ads, right? So you set a clear goal and a clear direction, and you can achieve that. It doesn't have to be, hey, we're going to go to Mars. It could be, hey, we're going to, open the laptop, go on there, and just create the image that we need for our funnel. Some people want to go to Mars, and they'll never get there because even though the dream is big, it's possible. They've not broken it down into small enough steps. The first step of launching this thing is to go back and watch day one, figure out your mindset, then go and watch day two. And I know I've moved really fast, but you can pause it, do the thing, pause it, do the thing, rewind it, pause it, do the thing. This is so important that you're clicking with purpose. And I really want to break this down as we move into this segment because people are scared. Who's like terrified by the concept of going into Facebook and placing an ad, right? Who's like, this might not work. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to click. By the end of this session, you're going to know what to click and you're going to know how to click with purpose, right? Does that make sense? Like, Austin's video is amazing, right? What's your biggest fear right now in all of this? Is it the fear that somebody's going to look at you and make a criticism? Is your fear just failure in general? Is your fear that you don't understand it? Is technology your fear? Everybody's got a fear in this game, right? There's a fear that you might not make any sales. There's a fear that you don't sound good enough, whatever that means, right? That no one's ever going to buy your stuff, right? That's a big fear. And people get caught up on these fears, right? So if you're getting caught up on fear, you're never going to take action. And what I'd like to do is try and help you overcome some of the fears that you face around this run traffic business and try and set this up in a way where you can actually incentivize quality clicks, quality leads from Facebook without any fear at all, right? Don says, every day I work on my business site and biz, I've got less fear. Fear used to be failure. Now it's like fearing not having time for lunch. We can do this and we can do this together. And this is why I've kind of set up these test brands to start from scratch. And I'm not just coming here and wave the 2 Comma Club award round because that's hard, right? You can get there. It's achievable. You've got to have goals, but it's not easy, right? What I'm showing you is easier and it's the starting point. And there's nothing to say that you can't go and test something with a fishbowl funnel, do a little giveaway, and then shut it down and delete everything just to test and practice. Because there's a really, really big fear, right? Let me know if this resonates with you. I've kind of done this stuff before. You sit there and you think, when I do this video or when I do this launch, it's like launch is kind of like run traffic and give value. It's like, what does that even mean? But when I've done this thing, right, everyone on the internet's going to see it. Well, if you know how to get everyone on the internet to see your thing, you shouldn't be scared of anything, right? It's a crazy notion, this crazy fear that people have who are not experienced in this stuff, but for some reason it still carries around with you. It still follows you a little bit. You believe that when you put something online that everyone's going to see it and you've only got one shot. That's probably one of the craziest things that I don't know how to explain, but it's false, right? Not every person online is going to see it. If you're lucky, 100 or 1,000 people will see it. If you go viral and it goes around the world 3 times, even then, it might be 1 million people. Do you know how many people are on social media alone? Go and look up how many people use Facebook or TikTok. You can't quantify that number. So rest assured that not everybody's going to see your failures. Some people might, but people want you to succeed, and you need to kind of fail a little bit to figure it out. So deep breath, be brave, go out there, do what I do. Let me show you exactly what to do, where to click and when to click it. And you will be able to post some ads by the end of this session, right? That's the plan, right? 6 billion people on Earth and 700 have seen it. That's not everyone, right? So this is where we're going to go. So by the end of today, you'll hopefully have some traffic flowing to your funnel if you've done all of this stuff, and you'll have an ad, and you're probably going to have some tracking going on around that. And I've got some gifts and bonuses as well, right? Does anybody want gifts and bonuses? Can I give away stuff at the end? Right, so stick around to the end, right? Because I've got some gifts, I've got some goodies, I've got some bonuses. That's the plan, and we're sticking to it, right? So what I want to do is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to bring up the ads manager. But before I do that, I just want to kind of recap a little bit on what we've done so far, if that's cool. So just to remind you, the whole purpose of this is to generate leads from Facebook and then get those leads into a mailing list, get them into a community, and then ultimately start to sell them products from Zendrop or wherever, right? You can sell them your own stuff, whatever, right? And we've had some amazing guests. We've had Rex, we've had Austin, we've had Roberta who's in the chat. And what I want to kind of recap on a little bit is, are these statements true? Right? So it's like, give me a yes or give me a sign, give me a signal in the chat if these are true, right? So number one, you can unlock unlimited positivity and 10x your energy just by doing what Rex showed you on day one, right? Because everyone was like, oh man, I feel so good. And I could 10x and I could and you could uplift yourself and you're like ready for it, right? So just that one thing alone that we did on day one has helped you unlock unlimited positivity, 10x your energy, and it's like, yes, everyone's going crazy, right? You know from what we've showed you that the fishbowl funnel concept is pretty fast and pretty easy, right? It's 2 pages, you build it in ClickFunnels, and you can also put your page in the middle with your first ever offer, but it's important to build that list. Do you know that? Is this like everybody following? He's like, oh, what's this thing? You need to go back, watch the replay, right? So you know you can unlock the energy, and you know that fishbowl funnel is fast and easy. Let me know. Go yes in the comments. Super easy, right? This is cool. Super easy. Yes, for sure. You know that you're just one product away because we saw that. Austin showed you some other funnel building stuff as well. And Roberta was kind enough to show you how she literally shipped a container full of stuff and packed it and shipped it and did all this crazy stuff, sent it off to Amazon and made a bunch of money online. like in the face of adversity, right? So you literally, there was one product away from having like something to sell, right? Today, I'm going to show you how easy it is to create a Facebook ad. And you know also that this community aspect of building the list and the group is the key to this success, right? Is everybody kind of getting this? This is super important that they were sort of getting this and that everybody's excited by this. So are you excited by it? Are you excited? Are you ready to go? Right. So we'll come back to that slide. We're 20 minutes in and I've not got long to show you this stuff, right? So what I want to do is flick to the other screen now and actually get into the actual ad itself. Now, don't be scared by this thing. If you've not seen this before, I'll give you the URL. I'll read it out for you and you can go and check it out, right? Most people have already created their Facebook page because we showed you how to do that the other day when we did the funnel and everything in 50 minutes. And what you're able to do is go to business.facebook.com. And when you go to business.facebook.com, you can create a business manager for your business. Now, you give it a name. In this case, I've called it Walsh Training. And inside of there, you've got business settings where you can actually claim your page. So if you go into your settings for your business, you're able to go up inside of here to pages and you're able to claim the page that you created. So we've got the hiking page, the fishing page, the can we sell this page, the big skincare page, which is going to go to Tony, and the Walsh marketing page that have been claimed to this business manager. All you do is go to settings once you've put your name and stuff, and you press add, and then it says add an existing page. You type the name and it'll grab it inside of here. You can also then go and create an ads account inside of your business manager. And then you can add a PayPal or a credit card in the settings, and you're pretty much good to go for running ads. Right? That all making sense. Everybody got that? So it's business.facebook.com. Business.facebook.com. I'll put it in the chat. .facebook.com. And if you're on VIP, you can ask the questions later as well. Make sure you set up two-factor authentication and just be aware that when you create your Facebook page, you're probably going to get some crazy messages saying, hey, your page is scheduled for deletion. Your page is infringing copyright. These are scams. There's just like crazy people on Facebook who'll try and scam you. If you see anything like that, just delete it, ignore it, report it. But Facebook Meta will never, ever, ever message you. They're too busy, right? And if they were going to message you, you would get the message inside of your business manager. So just remember that, that if you get anything weird that makes you feel, oh, that's a scam, Meta will just close you down and then they'll ask questions, right? So don't believe anything that comes through saying this is copyright infringement or trademark infringement or anything like that, especially if it comes from a weird name and it's got a weird link. You never put your password into anything other than just logging into Facebook as normal, right? So yeah, don't delete those things, right? Everybody gets them. I get millions of them and you just want to ignore them, right? Yeah, don't don't reply. Right? And you get them, just block and delete, block and delete, block and delete, right? Makes sense. So anyway, we've come up inside of our business manager now, and I just want to show you, we ran a few ads just to prove the concept for this program, for this challenge, right? And inside of here, what you've got, dead simple, and let me know if you're following along. You've got in your ads manager, right? You come up into ads manager. It's on the left. You find it in the bar. Come over here. You've got campaigns. You've got ad sets and you've got ads, right? People looking at this are overwhelmed and they go, oh, well, there's all this stuff. It's kind of like getting into a car that you've never driven before and there's all this stuff. Half of the stuff on the dashboard you don't bother touching. It's kind of like Photoshop, right? You go into Photoshop and you're like, ooh, all this stuff, it's scary. Most of it you'll never use, right? you don't need to turn all the things in the car to drive. You just need the steering wheel, the gas, and maybe you need to pull something, right? Like they put it into drive and go if it's automatic. If it's a stick shift, you're like, hey, we've got gears. Maybe it's a little bit more complicated, but the principles are the same. In Facebook Ads Manager, as long as you've connected your page and you've like verified your email and stuff, we'll kind of put another video up to support this as well. You don't really need a great deal of features or overcomplicating things just to get something out there. And what we did is we spent £300 nearly. So say $300 US dollars, maybe $266.58 before I turn these things off. And we ran 3 different campaigns just to kind of prove the concept. 1 for the fishing, 2 for the cosmetics, right? For the skincare brand. And this fishing one had 286 leads at a cost of 24 pence per lead. And these are real leads that went into our email list. They're all sat there waiting for me to mail them and sell them products, right? The cosmetics had whatever this was, so 340 leads, right? And that cost me, one lot was costing me 84 and one lot was costing me 41. That's cheap, right? Facebook wants to charge you as much as humanly possible. If it charged you $15 per lead and you was happy with that, they'll happily take your money. I want my leads to be as cheap as possible so I can get more bang for my buck. Let me know in the chat if you want cheap leads, but good quality leads that are engaging, that are joining your community, that are reading your emails, right? I know what I want. I want more for my money so I can test and my money goes further. So these ads, I literally ran for £5 and then £10 per day for a period of time. And once I'd arrived at a point where I've proven the concept, because we've had 625 people sign up to a mailing list, and because it's a fishbowl funnel, the question I asked earlier, why do you think people sign up to a fishbowl funnel, is because it's fun, it's exciting, and it's incentivized, right? And because we've styled it in such a way and it looks pretty good, they will have a go, right? People enter their name and email into much worse. Think about it. That's how these scammers get away with things. This is pretty legit. It's got terms and conditions. It's on a website domain and it's being advertised on Facebook. And you've figured out your terms and conditions and all the rest of it. Make sure you watch the end of the week, because there are my terms and conditions are pretty good at the bottom. There are a few laws and different things about how you represent giveaways, but it works, right? And it's a good way to get leads into your business. So this is the plan. What we're going to do, follow. Is everyone following along with this? It's like, I'll just break it down. Super easy, super slow. You follow along, click by click. And by the end of this, you should have the basic idea, right? And Don saying anyone who opts in is a quality lead for his business. That's fantastic. I mean, start responding to your email. They start liking your posts and getting involved in your business. So let me know. Everybody's kind of making sense. Right. Nothing complicated so far. So ignore everything you see on the screen. First thing you want to do is come up to here and press create. And we're going to create a new campaign, right? There's different types of campaigns and people freak out straight away. There's only 2 that I would ever use. One is engagement and one is leads. In this case, we're just going to go straight for leads. Facebook kind of knows who is likely to sign up to a form, who is likely to like and share some stuff, who is likely just to click a link, who is likely just to look at things, who is likely to buy stuff, right? In the first instance, I want people to put the name and email in. So I'm going for leads. And I'm going to press continue, right? I'm going to change the recommended settings to manual settings and press continue, right? Some people might say I'm doing this stuff wrong. Everybody's got an opinion, right? But it works for me. I'm going to give this a name. Hiking Fishbowl Funnel. And I'm going to ignore everything else and press next. Do you notice up here on the left-hand side, you've kind of got this line, and this line. So the top one says Hiking Fishbowl Funnel. We've just given it the name. The next, that's the campaign, right? So that's the campaign name. The next one is the ad set, right? So a campaign is where you give it a name, right? If it's some weird ad category, you declare it there, but you don't have to. You set the objective, which we've already done, and you decide whether you want to give Facebook more money than you should. So if you do, turn that on. If you don't, leave it off. And if you want to do a split test because you're clever, you can do it there. But other than that, for you, all you're doing is giving it a name. So campaign is set. That's it. Press next. And you'll notice that blue thing moves down to the ad set. Can you see that? And now we've got an error, right? Terms of service not accepted. We can like figure that out, right? And we can accept the terms of service. So if you press edit or whatever it is, it's giving you some kind of warning, then you're able to accept the terms of service. Would you believe it? I agree to the terms of service. Now, you should read them and you should go through it. I know what they are and I've accepted it. Error has gone away. See how easy that is? A campaign is just the name. It's the container. Inside of your campaign, you can have lots of different ad sets. Inside of your ad sets, you can have lots of different ads. Was that easy? Campaign holds it all together. Inside of your campaign, you've got ad sets, and inside of your ad sets, you've got ads. What is the difference between an ad set and an ad, I hear you ask? An ad set is going to determine who sees the ad, how much you spend on the ad, right? The ad is what they see, the words and the video or the image. Does that make sense? So you could have one ad set that runs for $10 a day targeting women in the US that's got 3 different ads, a video, image, and text. And then you could copy that and then just change it to men. So you've got 2 ad sets, $10 a day with the same 3 ads in each one. Is that making sense? Is everybody following this? Because it's like super important that you kind of understand this, right? So what I want to do, while I'm kind of on that topic, is I'm going to stop this screen and I'm just going to present the whiteboard, right? And just draw it out real quick. So you guys can have that extra little bit of reinforcement in your mind about what I'm talking about. So you don't go crazy in this thing. It's not overly complicated at all, right? So no one's ever explained this stuff before because they say, hey, just run traffic. What does that mean? No one knows, right? So you come up in here and I'll share the whiteboard, right? So hopefully you can see this. Let me know you can see this whiteboard, and it's all working. I'll try and move out of the way, right? So just to recap, you can call your campaign whatever you like, and your campaign is your note, so you know what's in there, right? It's just like, you know, hey, this is the dogs campaign, and then over there we're going to have a cats campaign. You kind of want to keep those separate. And inside of your campaign, you can have an ad set. Now, the ad set is the people and the money, right? So this ad set could be females in the USA, right? Simple as that. And we're going to spend $5 per day. That's pretty much it, an ad set. But inside of my ad set, I can then have a video ad. I can have an ad with like an image in there and some text, or I could have just a text post, right? And what will happen is it'll spread the $5 across each of those ads, but it will make sure that it only shows them to females in the USA. Does that make sense? So what we can do then is we can clone this entire thing. We can clone our ad set over here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to target males in the USA for $5 a day. And inside of there, we would have exactly the same 3 ads. So what that means is you can then test, am I getting more women signing up or more men? Right? Does that make sense? Or you could go a little bit more granular. You could say, this is Nashville and this is Preston, England. Right? You see how you can go wherever you want in the world. This is Nashville. This is Orlando. Whatever you want to do, but it's still allowing you to separate your audience and your money in the ad set level, and then test your different kinds of ads. So you could determine after a week or so that the females in Nashville prefer this video, whereas the men in Nashville prefer this image. And it's a way to conduct a test. But all you've got to remember is your campaign is the overarching container. Inside of there, you're going to have ad sets, and your ad sets contain the ads that people actually see. The ad set determines who the people are and how much you're going to spend, and the campaign keeps it all together. Does that make sense? You've got to say yes to this, right? Or I've got to go over it again, but hopefully that makes sense, right? I'm going to share the screen back and go and literally show you how to set this thing up, right? Making sense? Everyone says making sense? Right, good. So back to our ad set now. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from the top, and we're going to say this is going to be USA men, right? See what I'm doing with this now. I'm going to scroll down. Where do I want to determine the lead? I'm running a funnel, so it's got to be a website, right? So I'm going to choose website. Leave that. Pixel will do on Saturday if you don't understand. The thing will come up if you've just set this up saying install your Pixel. It's not overly difficult. We haven't got time to do it now. Wait till Saturday and you'll have all that unlocked. You need a little bit of time to build your funnel anyway. The conversion event is lead. So many times people post in a group and they say, hey, I can't get my ad to work. And that's because they've not chose the conversion event over here, right? So if any of this stuff confuses you, Saturday you'll have the answer to that. But that's pretty much all you need to do. You put a wanting to advertise to. Where do you want this advertisement to point to? In this case, it's a website. And when somebody goes to this website, what do you want to happen? A lead. Scroll down. We're going to set this to 5. So it's going to be £5 or $5 a day. We're not going to set an end date because Facebook doesn't like that. It thinks, oh man, you're only spending $15. I'm not bothering with you. Just leave that open. If Facebook goes, whoa, if you times 5 by 365, we're going to make some money here. So Facebook is a little bit like calculated in who it wants to help. Scroll down. And then down here, you can actually schedule. So you could say, hey, the ads are only going to run between 6 a.m. and midnight. It's up to you. I don't touch that at all. See how many things I'm ignoring? Audience controls. Come down here, show more options. And you look at that and you think, man, what I need to do is over these things. Can you see like little edit buttons appear, right? It's important that you know that there's hidden buttons, right? There's so many things in applications where they don't have the little button. So if you're looking for things and you're thinking, I can't change it, it's only when you hover your mouse over it that the button edit will appear. But what you want to do is go to switch to original audience and use original audience. And what that does, it just gives you a little bit more control. Facebook's going to say, hey, we're going to use AI to figure all this stuff out for you. I always seem to find it works better with the original audience, right? So scroll down. Once you've set your amount, and what we're going to do is we're going to say, edit the location. I'm going to take that off, and we're going to put United States. United States. There we go. So this is literally targeting everybody in the United States. I'm going to leave the age, and we're going to say change that to men. Right? See what I did there? Right, now it's going to tell you some stuff over here based on your past performance. Ignore any warnings that it gives you because it doesn't know yet until it started running. Facebook's trying to change your budget. It wants you to spend more money. Ignore it, right? So what you've done, just to recap, You set a campaign name, you came to the ad set, you called it USA Men, you've gone for website, you've come down here, you've said 5 a day, you've not set an end date, you've changed it to the original audience, you've chose United States and men, right? In here, you can start to choose things like entrepreneur, Tony Robbins, whatever. Don't mess with that. Just start with a group. If you are really, really wanting to niche down, you can, but separate it into different ad sets. We'll show you more about that as we move. That's nearly it. The only other thing I want you to do is come down here and show more options. Have a look at this stuff. What is it? Edit the placements. A placement is where does it show the ad. Switch that to manual and turn off Instagram and turn off audience network. You only want this on Facebook and Messenger. People on Instagram will like it, but there's nothing really to click, and they're not used to clicking on images. So, like, very rare does it have a link. It's usually in the bio. Turn Instagram and turn audience network off. Scroll down. That's it. So we are now targeting men in the US $5 a day, and we're not targeting them on Instagram. We're just using Facebook and Messenger. Is that easy? I'd click like 5 things, right? And you can watch this again. I'll leave it in the group as well. Press next. And now we move down to the ads level. Now, you don't have to have 3 ads. You can just have 1. But in this case, this is going to be our post on our page. So we're going to put post below 1. We're going to come down here with page. We're going to choose. So hiking supplies. Forget Instagram for now. Down here, we're going to choose use existing post. Scroll down. And we're going to select a post. And we're going to choose the one that said win-win-win that we did the other day. Press continue. Right, remember that's got the link in the post. You can see the link. That's why we did it this way. Scroll down. Ignore all of this, ignore all of this, ignore all of this. The only other bit I like to put at the bottom is just something that says add equals post 1. So that's all I'm doing in there. So now I can see little thumbnails of my post appearing, what it's going to look like on Facebook. Tim Willis and Kim Irwin have liked this. Win-win-win. Win a $75 hiking and camping bundle. See more. It's got the link, everything. We wrote it with the AI. It's already on your Facebook page. If you've missed that bit, go back to the other video. That's it. That's it. Press publish and your ad is live. Before we do that, what we're going to do is just press this X. We're going to come back over here to campaigns like this. You can see everything's there. That's the campaign. Go into ad sets, and what you can do is click on the little checkbox here for USA Men, press duplicate again, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to say USA Women in the new ad set, scroll down here and change men to women, right? And close that down. And now, as if by magic, we've got one campaign with 2 ad sets. Each ad set's got exactly the same ad. One's targeting men, one's targeting women. You go up to the top, you press review and publish again. The whole lot gets pushed to Facebook. In about an hour's time, your ads will be running and traffic should start coming through to your funnel. The pixel is a little bit more complicated. It will kind of show you what to do and give you a code that you need to copy and paste into ClickFunnels. If you're brave and you want to have a go and you don't want to wait till Saturday, you get the code that it gives you. You go on over to ClickFunnels. Which is, oh my gosh, got to put code in. You go to your workspace where you set up your funnel. And what you do is you go into Site, Overview, 3 dots and Site Settings. Scroll down and you paste your pixel inside of the head tracking code up here. See this? It says head tracking code. You paste your meta pixel that it gives you in there. It looks like that. And you go down there and press save. That's it. Right? There's actually one other little step, to be fair. I don't want to go overcomplicate it. We'll show you on Saturday, right? So you paste your main pixel in there and you're golden. But you've actually set up and started running 45 minutes because you know that a campaign is just the overarching container that you put stuff in. You don't need anything at all. Set is the people, the budget, and the location. And then the ad itself is the thing that people see. And you could have as many ads as you like in your ad. And you'll see things then starting to come to life. If you refresh, it pushes all this stuff to the internet. You can see now that we're in review. And if you've done it right with the right copy and you've put your terms and conditions on exactly as I've showed you, this should get approved within an hour. And once it's approved, it'll start to run and you'll start to see leads coming through. Now, this is real. It's live. Somebody's actually reviewing that in some laboratory in Facebook somewhere. But are you guys like getting this? Because I need to check the comments. Have you all like dropped off and ran away? Or is it actually making sense for the first time ever? What's the only thing confusing you? The pixel. Where is it taking you when you put website in? What does that mean? Right? Finally getting it. Where is it taking you when you put website in? Which bit, Caroline? Because I've skipped through and I didn't see the comment at the right time. When you chose website, it's tracking the lead on the website through the pixel. The link to the actual website was in the post that we did the other day, already on the page. You'll have to see the whole thing again, Chico, for sure. But man, I've got an hour, right? This is like all I can do within that. I'll try and show you. But you should be able to create a campaign, an ad set, and choose a person, a type of person. So a man in America of a certain age. And then you should be able to set a budget, $5 a day, and then add an ad into that ad set that's like the post from the page. Does that make sense? You're getting it though, right? So it's like, is that progress? Is that like that education useful for you? And is it making it less scary? That's the important part, is it making it less scary? Because I've only got a little bit of time. I've asked Madison to put something together to support this as well and not come on live to add more to it, just to jump in on Saturday with the rest and to give us some videos for the members area, because we realized it is complicated. So let's recap. Let's bring it back. That you can unlock your positivity, right? Is everyone positive about this? Are you excited about this? There's loads of people watching, so I was like, let me know, right? The duplicate's a game changer, says Peter. I've tried to cover as much as I can. You guys are awesome, Caroline Sauce. And we'll get there, right? And if anybody needs some like help with it, then write in the group and we'll try and help you as we move. Chico, yes, you might have to see it all again. Don's very excited, but you got the essence. You can watch this video again, right? Oh man, day 6. Stop traveling. Right. So you can unlock unlimited positivity. You know the fishbowl funnels fast and easy. You know that you want product aware. You can get that on Zendrop. And you can see how easy it is to make a Facebook ad for your funnel. And you know that when you do that, you'll get people on your mailing list and in your community. Is that like excited? Chico's excited. Everyone's like, Caroline's like, it's class. Is everyone's excited, right? I'm excited. It's going to be awesome. So I believe, let me know if you believe, right? I believe, let me know if you believe that the key to generating low-cost leads in any competitive niche and then turning those leads into raving fans who buy is this approach, this fishbowl opportunity that I presented to you. Don's waking up in the middle of the night, 2 o'clock in the morning, like laughing, right? That was class. Appreciate that. Believing, thank you. I appreciate that. So you believe. That is quite a bold statement, but look, it works for me, right? And it's working for loads of other people. It's working for Don. Working for Don right now. So, do you believe this statement wholly and truly? Because if you do, you can go out there and start getting people onto your mailing list. How many leads have you got now, Don? I think it's close to 300 leads, right? How many leads you've got depends on what time of year it is. But if you believe in this stuff and you're able to go out there and do it, and know that you're not far away from actually seeing some progress in your business. And look, if you're selling books or courses or insurance, what can you do to incentivize the right audience? And if you don't know what to offer a mystery prize, right? Authors were giving away a mystery bundle of book writing supplies, literature, goodies, inspiration, and more. Enter here, right? This feels good, says Peter. Right. So Still to come. We've got a show tomorrow. We're going to look at customer care. We're going to look at community, AI, more in the tracking the pixel. And everybody's going to be invited to the finale event on Saturday as well. If you missed that, we'll stream it everywhere and just try and be in that, right? So this is kind of like the plan. So before we finish up, answer this honestly for me in the comments so I kind of know like where I'm at with all of this stuff, right? Connecting to your bank account with Use Payments AI, that's a good question, and is something that we've got videos on just so you can see how the payments would move from ClickFunnels into Payments AI. We will get there as we move through these last couple of days, last couple of bits. Right now, I want to focus on the funnel itself and also focus on getting some ads going, because if you remember, unless you're putting that piece in the middle with the option to buy something and you're just generating leads with these ads, that's enough to get you going. And by the time we get to Saturday, we would have crossed all the like T's. So yes, we'll definitely get into that. There's a few bits that are not as exciting as what I've showed you that we're going to do over the next couple of days, right? Does that help? Does that make sense, Chico's? Okay. So look, question. Do you think with your newfound 10x energy, a fishbowl funnel, a bit of Zendrop products, and a bit of AdSet Gold that we've just showed you, that you've actually got a blueprint for success inside your own online community, your own online business, and you can go out there and at least give it a go? Let me know in the comments if that's the case. And if you know we've got 8 minutes before we go to VIP, we will be there. Cliff's excited to see the end results. Chico's okay. Caroline's yes. Everyone's going for it, right? So I want to see these results. I want to see what you do with this. Roxanne totally believes it. Another question. Apart from the little bits that we're likely to cover in the next few days, do you think you've got enough to go for it alone, or would you need a little bit extra help? So like alone or help, you just kind of signify that. I kind of can take stock of where we are at this point in the process. 2 Comma Club Award. Don's put a stake in the ground. People will check the videos again, so go back. So there's a little bit of an inkling there that you might need that extra bit if you need to keep, go back and check it over, right? 50-50, Peter. Fair enough. First time like that you've done this. This is not like, what did they say? This is not my first rodeo, right? Chico needs a bit of extra help for now. My biggest fear, I talked about your biggest fear earlier, right? My biggest fear in all of this is that the challenge ends on Saturday. We all have a great time. And then I see you in the chat room of another challenge in another week saying the same stuff in the chat room. And this doesn't happen. This is a blueprint for unlimited potential if you get it right. I'm hoping that the ad gets approved as we're talking right now. But the big fear for me is that we just go back to doing what we were doing before in search of that holy grail of marketing, when in fact it might be staring you in the face right now. The ad's actually been approved. It says preparing, so it's past the review process in that short period of time. That's going to be live soon, and then I'm in business with a hiking business. I'm going to leave it running and see what happens between now and tomorrow, right? And see what happens with those leads, just as we set it up, right? Is that fair enough? That's going to be an interesting test, right? So I'm gonna not share that screen. I'm going to keep this on. The biggest fear is you guys don't do everything in the right steps, or you just give up on this. I don't want you to give up on this, right? So Pam's like, no way, I'm implementing this stuff. It has to happen. Everyone wants it to happen. Let me know if you want this to happen, if you're determined to make this happen, if you Rex Sykes energized, right? You're ready to make this happen. Let me know you're ready to do this, right? So if you were feeling like that, or you're 50-50, or you're on the fence, I have got something that I've obviously put together to help you a little bit further once the challenge ends. And I've done this in 2 ways, right? So the first question is, who wants some bonuses and who wants some extras and who wants some goodies? I've got some pre-written things and bits that I can add to the members area. This is not just for VIPs, this is for everybody. So if you stick around a little bit longer, I've got a thing on traffic. I've got a thing on AI targeting, so you can kind of figure out your customer. And I've got a thing called funnels in 50 minutes. Most of these are videos. I'll give these as bonuses to everybody. I'll put them on the homework sheet by the end of the week. So that's the first thing. I want to give you that extra of some of the things that I've been possibly not covered in that much detail, just to give you that extra clarity, right? So everyone wants goodies. You all want goodies? Let me know if you want goodies. Everyone wants goodies. You see the power of this incentive thing, right? So thank you. So everyone gets these goodies for free. I want to give you the goodies for free, right? But if you're worried about actually being on like the 50-50 line or on the fence, or you need that extra little bit of support and you're worried about going back through videos, it's like, if you're not VIP, you get the goodies as well. It's like this goodies for everybody, right? It's like, hey, goodies for everybody. I'm going to give you the traffic guide. I'm going to give you the AI avatar thing, Avatar, whatever I've called it. And I'm going to give you funnels in 50 minutes, which again covers over the fishbowl funnel and a few other things. Literally, ClickFunnels 50 minutes, you're live. You run the ad as I showed you with the traffic thing. You can use AI to help yourself target it, right? So I'll give you these extra goodies as well. Alyssa's back to the junglist days. June's excited. Everyone's excited, right? So there's a bunch of people on here. Would you also like to see the little something that I've created to help keep you on track after the challenge ends? And we can do this together and give you some accountability and some help and some guidance. There is an offer. So I said to people yesterday who was expecting an offer, who was expecting a deal. I have put something together, but if you don't want it, we can just leave. We can go to VIP. If you do want it, most of the VIPs are on here anyway. We can wait 5 minutes. It's entirely up to you. I put something together that I think everybody's going to love. Clearly, there would be an investment at the end if you want it. I'm not like doing some crazy like NLP thing, but I know that some of you would want that extra, and I've put something together so you can kind of see what it's going to look like. You go get the bonuses. You'll all get all the videos and all that stuff. I'll keep them in the group. VIP, most of you got them anyway. You want to see the little deal that I've put together? It's going to be kind of cool, right? I'm excited about this. Don't forget, we've got 2 other days that come after the end of this, and you will get the bonuses. You will keep these videos in the group until Saturday if you're not VIP. You've got the chance. You can go in there and you can make all this stuff work. And if anybody does want that VIP, just for the sake of the replays and whatnot, you can still get that. I'm just not pushing it now because I want to make you the deal to keep everybody happy for the next, like, as long as you need it, right? Does that sound like a plan? Right. So you've seen the logo. Can we sell this? Well, that's the question, right? Can we sell this? So I've called it Can We Sell This Pro? And I've put together a program, not just a bunch of videos. Nobody wants a bunch of videos in, you know, a membership site. They want certainty, they want transformation, they want clarity, right? And that means accountability, and that means support, right? So the first thing I want to give everybody is full access to Customer Center, which includes a lot more than the VIP's got. And it's got access to a lot of different things that are designed to move you in the right direction, but keep you on target. So there's a success path that runs underneath this. So you kind of know what you're doing, when you're doing it, and why you're doing it, right? So it kind of takes you back to the beginning. You can fast track, you can slow track, and it does it in a way where it's easy to understand, easy to follow, right? So we're going to put that in place, but I'm also going to put you in a smaller community group together, so you get to keep the community that you've already built up with and the guys that you're working with right now. And we've put that together in a way that we can all work together, and I can keep you accountable, but we make sure that you're not out there in the, you know, the public light, sort of fumbling your way through this stuff. We can work together all at the same level. You're all together. You're not going to add any new people once this has started. Next people we sell this to get to come in and join their own community, right? So that makes sense. There's nothing worse than getting to the end of the challenge and then all the people you've come along with just kind of go back to what they were doing, and you're like, oh man, is it only me continuing? If you all get on board with this and you all sign up with this, then we're all able to work together and go forward, right? Does that make sense? And I'm not going to charge you like $997 just for that bit, but there's more. I want to stack the value, I want to see what you think, and then we can go for it, right? I've got about 5 minutes to do it. We can do this, right? Each and every person who signs up, I want to spend probably 45 minutes, an hour with you on a call, and personally for you and your business, plan your fishbowl funnel. Think of, is it a mystery box? Is it, you know, what are the things that we're going to do? What's the fish pin? Where does it look like? And give you that oversight personally on a one-to-one basis, right? I can't do this for everybody. You're the first people to see this, right? You see a little bar going across the top. That's how long it takes to get to the end. But I want to do a personal one-to-one session with you. And if I was going to do this normally, it's going to cost you a big bunch of money, but because it's this program and I want to get it going and I want to get you on board, I want to offer that to each and every one of you guys who comes through this, so we can actually plan your own fishbowl in person, you and I on a call. And then you've got that ultimate clarity and ultimate certainty. And we can question things. Is like, do you think that's going to work? Why do we think that's going to work? So that's the session for you. So you get the community, you get that. So you're going to get the community and you're going to get the customer center and you get that personal planning session as well. We're also, and this is where like there's a risk to me, right? Every week we're going to do a group session like VIP where we all come together and I'm like, have you done that yet? This is probably the crux of all of it. And this is in my diary every week forever, right? So even if you've been in the program for 2 years, if this is still going and, you know, people are joining it, then you're able to access that for a minimum of 12 months. We're going to do it for a minimum of 12 months, right? So you're literally getting 52 calls where you can come on with, if there's just you on or everyone on, and you can say, hey, Danny, and I can say, have you done it yet? If it takes you 3 weeks, 3 months or to the end of the year, you get that accountability every single week for, you know, 10, 15 minutes. We all go on a call and we find out, have you done it or not? Right? Total value of this is stacking up, right? But it's my commitment to you, just like the challenge, to get you through to the end. So serious students, you get full access to customer centric community channel. You get the personal planning session one-to-one and that weekly accountability. We're also going to have a very, very brief daily session where it's either a post, a video from me, a reel, or a live, depending on the day, where we pop up and say, do this today. That's the bit where you click with purpose, because I tell you what to do. Do this today. Post that thing today. And then in accountability, I'm like, did you do it? And you're like, oh, crap, I didn't. That can't happen, right? Because you know you're accountable. You've got to do something every single day. So if all this did is just give you that, like, do this every day, knowing that you're held accountable at the end of the week, what's that even? I don't even know what that's worth, but that is going to hold you to task. Is this all making sense? To sound like fun? So you get the customer center community channel, personal planning session, weekly accountability, and the daily do-its. I'm also going to get some stuff from our coaches and give you access to me on Voxer as well, so that you can shout at me and I can shout back. Don't Vox me in the middle of the night. That's insane, right? You can get all of this stuff. And look, I charge a lot of money for people to do this. I love you guys, right? Siobhan was like, are you crazy? I'm like, look, these guys need this help, right? So I'm also going to give you an opportunity to partner with me. If your business pops off and we get there and it's like, man, how do we make this better? Certain people in the program will get that call and we say, look, you're doing really well, or I think there's hope in this. How would you be interested in partnering with me or with whoever? And I know a lot of cool people. That alone is kind of like the Shark Tank element. But we're also going to give you the opportunity to promote this challenge as well, with up to 50% commission on anyone you refer into the challenge. So even if you just got good at this, you refer people to the challenge, like, there's an opportunity in it. So there's two opportunities there. There's also the Voxer support. There's mentoring and guidance from our coaches who volunteered to give you guys a big bunch of extra. Daily do it, weekly accountability, and the personal planning session. Right? Is that making sense? Are you guys making sense? You mean the opportunity to promote is like literally you could be an affiliate of this challenge, because I'm not just going to run it once, right? So you get to be an affiliate of this challenge. You get up to 50% of the VIP, up to 50% of whatever offer we make. Does that make sense? Everyone's like, yes. Right. Total value is Don's in, right? Total value of this is insane. But I'm also going to give you my complete fishbowl training. It covers every single thing in exact details, about 15 videos in that. And we're going to give you a resources bundle that's got the 2 Comma Club journey. It's got all sorts of cool stuff in it. It's got the fishbowl stuff. It's got some stuff from Core and more. The total value of all of this stuff is insane. You're going to get GPTs in there and different click-by-click things that you can sort of work through. So it gives you step-by-step how to put on an ad. There's a step-by-step. And I'm going to do something that I thought, let's do it. If you sign up and you jump in on the challenge, I'm also going to give you beta access to the actual ads program that goes into so much more detail than what we've just seen. And you get all of that wrapped up into a series of lives that teach you the ad set gold, which is going to be amazing. Then you get the weekly accountability and the daily do-its and the Vox support and all the rest of the cool stuff that I've put on, right? So the deal price is not going to be that, but it's worth that if you were to figure it out and add it up. All of these different things I've sold individually for that amount of money. Some of you might be paying that amount of money already. But you get full access to the customer center, which is an advancement on what we've done for VIP. You get the community channel as well. So it's a group with all of you in. You're going to get one personal planning session with me. So that in itself is what's that worth, right? Then every week we've got accountability for the group. We've got daily do-its. So it might be a post or a reel or something that says, hey, go and do this. And you can be accountable. We've got mentoring and guidance from our coaches. Rex Sykes is included in that as well. They're going to be popping in from time to time to give you awesome content and ideas. Voxer if you need me. So it's like, oh, Danny, I've done this thing. What should I do? I'm like, I'll do that. And they're like, oh, cool. That's unheard of. There's an opportunity to partner if it's good and you do the work and you follow up and you prove yourself. There's definitely an offer to promote this challenge. So you get that extra anywhere. Even if you don't make it with your fishbowl funnel, you can still affiliate for this. And there's the complete fishbowl funnel training, the ads, the Chatly GPTs, the fishbowl funnel templates, click by clicks, and access to the new AdSet Gold all in one. In a package. We start in like a week's time for the accountability calls and all the rest of it. And I've put my heart and soul and everything into this. We've run over a little bit for VIP, so I'm not going to keep you on for too long. Is everybody like loving that? So that's kind of what it looks like. AdSet Gold is going to be amazing. We've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes to get this ready. The Voxer, the mentoring, the guidance, all that stuff that we've got coming from the coaches, and the fact that you're getting every single thing we did brought down into little videos. You're also going to get those step-by-steps. You're going to get that weekly accountability and the do-it dailies. If one person signs up, you still get the do-it dailies, right? I'm sure it'll become a trend, but I'm not going to keep it at like this price that I'm going to do for you guys today forever, right? So are you excited? Is everyone is like interested in this? So look, what would you actually pay just to make it all work, right? And remember, this thing did this thing and it's done it for lots of other people, right? So just have a think about that for a second. Is like, I'm not going to charge you 50 grand, right? So that's insane. But what would you actually pay if I said, hey, you give me 50 grand, then there's a potential you can make $3 million? That's different, right? It's like you'd cut if I knew the things I'm teaching you when I first started, I would have probably saved that in mistakes. You see how powerful that is? It's like, if I knew the things I'm going to show you in this, plus all the stuff that I've shown you already, I would have probably saved 50 grand in mistakes. Let that sink in, right? What's it worth? Everybody's still here. Nobody's left. We're going to VIP in a second. You're all going to get free bonuses, whether you choose it or you don't. What would you pay if you did nothing and you just left? You'd pay a lot more than 50 grand because you go into another challenge for another year and another week, and where am I? What am I doing? This works. We can make it work for you. That ad's just been approved. I'm super excited about the ad. You can see the results from the other ads. We've got countless other case studies. We've got the coach. We've got all these people lined up that just want to help you and get you launched and get you out there and start selling stuff. And if all this is like a side hustle to your main business, it's got to be worth getting it right. The key to all of this is the accountability and the daily do-its, right? You've got to ask yourself, what would you just pay for one like funnel to be done for you? Think about that. And some of you guys are like funnel builders and you kind of know what you charge. You only have to sell one funnel or put it on a credit card, see how it goes, right? It's not going to be 50 grand. If you got your one funnel created, you some daily leads and actually got you moving online, what would that mean to you when you can step out knowing that your ads are working, people are signing up and you've got a community to talk to? Don has been doing this for a while. What is it actually worth? Because he sent me an amazing message the other night and he's been waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning laughing. I know what it means to me. I know what it'll mean to you. You can also sell the skills. So everything I've taught you and everything I'm teaching you can't repurpose my content and start sharing my content. I've recorded it all right, but the skills are not leaving your head. So imagine you could just go and set up ads for people, or you could just build funnels for people, or you could just do some of the stuff that I've showed you in this. You had a structure of daily do-its. You had accountability. You've got me on Voxer. I should just put a link up and say, pay what you like. You're going to get all this stuff. I'm going to do it in a bundle in a structured way with a success path. You get the community, the customer community center. You get the community channel, which is like a Facebook group just for the people who sign up. You get a personal planning session one-to-one. You get weekly accountability forever. You're going to get daily do-its for forever. You're going to get mentoring and guidance from our coaches, the Voxer support from me, opportunity to partner. If you want to promote it, you can, the challenge, and you're going to get all those videos on the fishbowl. You get the GPT labs, the fishbowl templates, click by clicks, which we've already started doing for VIPs, and you get access to the new AdSets Gold, new beta program, but we're going to sell that for $4,000 when it launches and partner with somebody amazing. You don't even know what that's going to look like yet. That's the deal. Total value is insane. Jeff's head spinning, super pumped. We're not going to charge you that. We're going to do it at $4,997 when we release the course again. So if you got 50% as an affiliate, think about that, right? But for now, we're going to do it at a price that's affordable for everybody, right? So I've got a price in mind. It's not the price that you've seen on the screen. Don't freak out. And do it today for a one-time payment of less than $1,000. And then if you get to the end of your first 30 days and you decide it's not for you, you've learned all the stuff, you've got all the material. If you want to continue with the accountability and all the rest, we do it for $197 a month. And in that, you're going to get access to me on Voxer. You're going to get the guidance, the accountability, all of that cool stuff that I've showed you. To sign up, it's that easy. www.5shortdays.com/serious student, hence the hashtag. And this is the thing, right? We found a way where we could go live on Facebook in our group and on average make $5,000 a time. I called it Live Sale Expert. We've taught it for a while and it's fast and furious. It's insane. We did it in the fishing business and we cleared loads of stock. The first 5 people to take me up on this deal, I'm going to put you in a separate little group. I'm going to train you personally how to do the Live Sale Expert as well. So you've got some fun stuff to do. I'm going to teach you about mystery buckets and lucky dips. I even wrote that on my thing. It's like, don't forget to tell them mystery buckets and lucky dips. It's like literally a customer's like center with a big bunch of stuff in there. You get a community channel with us, everybody in it. You get the personal planning session, so that's priceless in itself. You get the accountability, the daily do it's the mentoring and guidance from the coaches who are going to come in. Rex is going to come in. Like Rex charges a fortune to do this stuff. Did you see what he did with the energy? We've got other people joining as well. The Voxer support, Danny, whatever. Opportunity to partner, opportunity to promote, Fishbowl framework, the GPT labs, AdSet Gold new program, which is going to come out, teach you all about ads. The first 5 people get Live Sale Expert. If you sign up quick, you get the bonuses. www.5shortdays.com/serious student. Everyone's like, Don's in. You need to go to the link. You need to sign up so I can figure out who the first 5 people are. And look, some people are going to be like, oh man, I need a payment plan. Put it on your card, have faith in it. If you get to the end of the first month and a tumbleweed's blown past and you've not had an ad approved and nothing's happened and you've turned up and you've done all the stuff and you've followed the steps, I'll give you your money back. I don't want your money. I want you to be successful, right? Go in, do it. Let's all get together. Let's work together in a private group. The money that you invest in this, I'm going to invest back in you 10 times over, right? It's probably the craziest deal that we've done. Siobhan's going to kill me. I'm going to go to VIP. We're late for VIP. People sat there going, what's he doing? Where is he? We're going to give you the full access to the customer center, the community, personal planning session, which is like me on the phone with you. We figure it out for your business specifically. So like, I've got ideas for all of you. I know you all, but I can't do all of this for like all this time without this. And if you like, you pay attention, right? Somebody, a wise man once said that. You saw what you got the VIP, think what you're going to get. There's like 50 grand's worth of stuff. So you get the daily do it's and the weekly accountability. And I'm so excited for daily do it. It's like, you will do this on today. And you're like, oh, I don't want to do it, Danny. I'm like, do this thing. And then at the end of the day, you're like, Danny, I did the thing. And look what happened. I've got oodles of these things, everything from social media posts to reels, all structured in a crazy way. You're going to love it. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I can shout at you on Voxer and go, hey, Chico, have you done that thing? You're like, oh, dude, I'm at work. I'm like, no, you need to quit your job because you're making money online. I want you to all be successful. I'm going to give you the opportunity to promote this as well. We'll probably run it a couple more times at this price. Then it'll go to $4,997 for the whole thing. It's clearly worth more than that, you guys. VIP is all included as well. So if you're on VIP, we'll just upgrade your membership. If you're not on VIP, you'll get that as part of the program and more as well. So the VIP is like the teaser. So it was worth it, right? All of the rest of it's going to unlock inside that same members area. And we're going to unlock all that over the course of the next week. We finished the challenge, so everybody get a chance to get in. There's other people watching on replay as well, so I want to give everybody the chance. But if you're on live now and you're one of the first 5, you do get the Live Sale Expert personally done coaching, no extra charge. I normally charge a bunch of money for that. We've sold it before on webinar. It's super fast. It's super exciting. And it shows you how you can literally hold up a piece of paper and make money just by going live with your community. But before you be able to use that, you need to build a community. Fishbowl funnels are the way. We've got some premium funnels being built as well as part of this that go inside of the templates that you can see on there towards the bottom, Fishbowl templates. All of that is going to evolve as we move. And look, the daily do it. So like, hey, I'm going to post this thing in the group. You go do it, you report back. The accountability, we jump on 15, 20 minutes, half an hour. Have you done it? What did you experience? How did it go? Yes. And we're making progress. We can share in a safe environment where we're all working together on this thing. I've set up these fishing businesses and I've set up these hiking businesses and these skincare businesses and all these things. I'm actually going to give the fishing business to someone awesome on Saturday. You're going to see that on the live. How that's going to unfold. This hiking thing, like I could give somebody the hiking thing, but I also want you to do it yourselves, right? I want you to do it yourselves. I want you to make this work for you, and I want you to go out there and I want you to crush it online and never have to look back and feel, oh, did it, like this crazy feeling that washes over you. I want you to be able to go out there and I want you to be successful, right? So this is what you need to do. You need to go to a new browser, open up Google Chrome, and you go on there and you put www.5shortdays.com and then serious student, all one word. And you'll see that it takes the order form, and on there you can pay securely. Now, there's some other options on there as well. You can pay that deal or you can go all in for the year. And I mentioned the other day, some people have been asking how much is it to actually work with me, so that we literally run everything together on a one-to-one basis. So it's not group, it's none of that. There's a deal on there as well. But that's like if you want the full Danny experience, 3 calls a week and a big bunch of other stuff. If you're curious about that and you want to know, let me know. But I guess that the $997 and $197 a month is probably the best deal for everybody. The best value. I've done it as an annual fee, so you can save a little bit of money if you just want to go all in with your card. But the typically most people are going to pay $997. You get access to all the stuff. We get started. You're locked into AdSet Gold. Every month you pay after 30 days, $197 to stay in the club. But that's going to be worth. You can cancel a big bunch of other stuff. I'll save you that money just by showing you what you can cancel with ClickFunnels. And just think of all the little tips and tricks and stuff that I've picked up over the years. That's before the coaches come in, people like Austin and people like Madison and people like James Curran and, Roberta. All of these guys who are going to help out, and you've got the ability to promote it as well. I've put this together today. I wasn't actually going to do it today. I was going to say it till Saturday, but I know you guys are super excited about this. Let me know if you're in. Let me know. I know Don said he's in. I can't see any payment things or anything like that. I've just got the slides up. I'm just looking at the group, but that's a deal that you can't refuse. If anybody's like, oh man, but I need to figure something out, or tell me what you need. I've tried to do it in the best way possible because there's the longevity, there's the accountability and more. Now we're going to go off to VIP. We're a little bit late for VIP. So that's kind of like the deal. I'll show the screen again in VIP if you're joining us. But look, if there's any questions, anything you guys need, let me know in an inbox. Already working. Some of you are one-to-one anyway. Amazing. That's the deal. That's the plan. That's what we're going to do. So it's www.5shortdays.com/serious student. Get in. Be a serious student, get the daily do-its, get the accountability every single month, get the Voxer, get the personal one-to-one call, get all that stuff just to take this to the next level. But look, if you're confident, you can go and do it on your own with what I've showed you. Still got the 2 days left. You're going to get the other bonuses as well. Like I said, I don't need your money. I need you to be successful, right? And this is my gift to you to help you go and do that. If you get to the end of the month and the tumbleweed blows past, I'll give you your money back, right? Because I don't want anybody at the end of the month that's not had a lead or they've not got the group moving. We built this fishing group and we built this cosmetics group, and we could have a music group, right? DJ group. There's all sorts of things. In fact, we did a DJ group once and we popped off and we had 500 DJs in a group, right? So don't worry about the niche. Trust the process. You see what we've done in 3-4 days, right? Imagine what we could do with the accountability and the Voxer and all the rest of it. So the choice is yours. And www.5shortdays.com/serious student. Alyssa's in. That's amazing. Kim, are you in? Don's in. Chico's, I think he's in. Is Chico in? Let me know if you're in. Let me know if this is working for you. Let's get signed up. Let's get in. Let's do it. And we'll get this moving. Man, I'm going to go over to VIP because these guys are in there. That's the deal. That's the training. That's the Facebook ad stuff. Love you guys. Appreciate each and every one of you. www.5shortdays.com/serious student. Gotta go. I'll see you in the VIP if you're with us. If you're not, you just want VIP, you don't want all of this stuff, that's cool as well. You can go to www.5shortdays.com/go VIP. But look, it's been an amazing session. You'll see this pop up a few times over the next few days, but we are going to be focusing on those other content pieces. See the challenge out. You can decide, but I know there's a couple of people who are in already. Live Sale Expert will go away is for the first 5 only because I want to make 5 people have this skill and not everybody. So that's your choice if you want that extra bonus as well. One payment $997, 30 days $197. If you want to cancel and you just want all the stuff, you can do, but I don't think you will because it's going to be amazing. You guys are amazing as well. www.5shortdays.com/serious student. I will see you in VIP if you're with us. I'll see you on the next video. And don't forget, go and practice those ads. I'll update the homework. I'll put the replays on as well. It's Danny Walsh. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Another year slips by, and there you are, deep in your lab, or what others might call an office. Surrounded by the remnants of experiments gone awry, you've always been the visionary, the one with the groundbreaking ideas. Ideas that could change the world, concocting schemes that, in your mind, could revolutionize industries. But something's always holding you back, isn't it? You've tried everything to bring your ideas to life. Courses, books, high-value programs, challenges, the latest shiny objects, and software that promised to simplify the complex. Each new solution felt like the missing ingredient in your master plan, the one that would finally unleash your potential. But instead of the explosion of success you envisioned, there's always been a fizzle, a frustrating anticlimax. The technology was too tricky, the process is too convoluted, and soon enough your confidence started to evaporate. You find yourself flitting from one experiment to another, telling yourself it's all part of the process, that you're getting closer. But deep down, you know the truth. Launching your business means stepping out of the safety of your lab and into the public light, and that terrifies you. What if they don't see the genius in your madness? What if you fail? You're not oblivious to the world outside your lab. You see your peers, those who were once your equals, now basking in their success. You can't help but feel a twinge of resentment when you see rich kids flaunting their wins, while you, the one with the real groundbreaking ideas, remain in the shadows. It's maddening, isn't it? And then there's the embarrassment, the shame that gnaws at you when you think of all the time, money, and effort you've poured into your projects, only to end up with nothing to show for it. The world starts to feel like it's conspiring against you, and you begin to wonder if you're destined to retire with nothing but a head full of unrealized dreams and untested theories. But what if I told you that, in just 5 short days, you could finally bring your vision to life? Imagine stepping out of your lab and into the world, with your head held high, confident that this time, your experiment will succeed. You don't need another complex formula or a new piece of software, just simple tools, simple systems, and a mindset boost that will ignite the spark you've been waiting for. This is your moment. Don't let another year of mad experiments pass you by. In just 5 days, everything could change. It's time to stop hiding in your lab, to stop making excuses, and finally unleash your genius on the world.